What is going on, everybody? It is Charlie from Visokii Entertainment, and today I'm bringing you Packers Talk with my new, commentator with me. My new guest, my new host of the show. His name's Downesy. Downesy's from Ireland. Downesy, tell people a little bit about yourself. What made you become a Packers fan?
I don't know, man. A couple of years ago, I was watching a bit of NFL, seeing Aaron Rodgers win the Super Bowl 2010, thinking it's worth them.
It just gets you into it. It's like there's always something that brings someone into it. For me, I just happened to live in Green Bay when I was younger, and it just stuck with me. But yeah, today we're just gonna be kind of diving into the more recent Packers talk, if you will, and just to kick it right off, Packers made a trade as we're doing this video yesterday, and we traded for a linebacker, Antonio Morrison from Indianapolis Colts. We ended up trading Lindsey Pipkins, which isn't too bad for us because we drafted all those corners and they're all playing well. So who knows if Pipkins would have even made the roster?
Yeah, very true.
And Antonio Morrison, from what I was reading from Colts report writers, really, they didn't think he was going to make their roster. So it's kind of a win-win for both teams in a way. And as we were talking about, we really needed a linebacker. Like with Jake Ryan going down, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. And then Oren Brooks has an injury now himself. So
yeah, and Oren Burke, dude, he is really like. So when I watched the Titans game, you could not tell that was his first ever game.
Oh, no, definitely not. No.
Like that was nice. And I believe Antonio Morrison is a tackler just like Jake Ryan.
Yeah, that's what we're going to miss.
So
linebacker, yeah.
He ended up last season with over 100 tackles, and Blake Martinez ended last year, I believe, with the most in the NFL.
Tied most, yeah.
So, needless to say, we got our tackling middle linebackers.
Yeah, definitely. Just I don't know if they can cover well. Like the might need help again. No.
Might need someone like Josh Jones to really step it up this year.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
Have you heard of Antonio Morrison before this trade? Because I had never heard of him.
No, I didn't know who he was.
Me either.
Might be a good trade, but we'll find out.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Packers, you know how it is, man. We get these guys out of nowhere, next thing you know, and they're becoming the best. The studs.
Yeah, it is. True.
So another name this preseason that has really a broken Packer nation, the wide receiver from Wisconsin Whitewater, Jake Kumerow.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't this guy just look like a Packer?
Yeah. Yeah. Born to be a Packer.
He really was. I mean, Wisconsin Whitewater is the Division III. From what I've seen, he's been on the Bengals practice squad, the Patriots practice squad, and he was just kind of bouncing around. And, I mean, Packers went and drafted 3 receivers. And, honestly, I think Kumerow has a better chance of beating them all out.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. None of the receivers look too good that we drafted. Maybe Jamal Moore, a couple of catches against the Raiders, but nothing too much, I don't think, from them.
So one of the big debates is how many receivers are we going to keep? So do you see Kumerow making this roster no matter what?
Oh, I don't know. I was looking at some poll on Instagram there. I was thinking Trevor Davis or Jake Kumerow. I was thinking Jake Kumerow definitely over Trevor Davis. That's
kind of what it's coming down to, it feels like. And Trevor hasn't played. Yeah. So now he's not playing until, I believe, when's the next game? Saturday? Friday? One of those?
Yeah, Friday, yeah.
I mean, you drafted the 3. It's hard because someone like D'Angelo Yancey, who we did draft last year, who's been on the practice squad all year, I don't even think the guy has a chance.
Yeah, he doesn't have a look in at all.
And it's almost like I almost feel like Kumerow could take over for that spot that Jordy left. Like everyone was like, "Oh, well, there goes Jordy. What are we ever gonna do?" We all know Devontae Adams is already the guy ahead of him, but
definitely, yeah.
And Kumerow's another guy. I'd never heard of the name.
No, I never. But like, we drafted St. Brown, and he might be a future star himself.
For real. Like, if there's one receiver we have to take from the rookies, I would take St. Brown. But then you got Valdez Scantling, who's this speed guy. And you know what I think they're trying to do? If Trevor Davis is the odd man out, Valdez Scantling could be our punt returner. But I think that's why they're scared to get rid of Trevor Davis, because he does do that.
He's okay. He wasn't the best last year, but he didn't fumble.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, so. But I know in college, Jair Alexander, he used to punt return, kick return.
I wonder if they'll try him at all at that, or if they're
getting hurt. Like,
yeah, so it becomes a situation like that where do we really want to get him risk this?
Yeah, I know.
Do you think all three quarterbacks make the roster?
I think Jackson Alexander probably will make the roster. Hopefully.
Yeah, it
definitely narrows it down with Lindsey Pickens now. Even it gives him more of a chance to get in.
Because the way I see it, you got Jake Ryan on IR, so our four, well, shit. I think we only had two guarantees in the middle linebacking core with Burks and Martinez. Now you got Morrison. Greer Martini could be a name that slides in the 53 if they end up taking 4 middle linebackers.
Yeah, I heard about him. I don't know what he's about, though.
He's just, from what I saw at Notre Dame, just kind of a team leader, which is what we need in the middle. And I don't know. I think he might be the guy that slides in, and this Jake Ryan injury really benefits him more or less.
Yeah,
the Packers are. They love to take at least one guy that was undrafted into the 53.
Yeah, it could be Kumerow, so I just don't know.
Reggie Gilbert, I think
my God.
He might start over Nick Perry week 1.
He could.
And I don't think anyone would have an issue.
No.
You see, it's players like this that bless us.
Yeah. You look so good in the Raiders game. So.
He looks like a star.
Yeah,
and it's players like that where I'm like, they know what they're doing. Gilbert has been, I know he was on the practice squad most of last year until the last game or two, right?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, Reggie Gilbert out here. Him and Clay Matthews. And I think if Burks is fine, Burks might start over Morrison week 1.
Probably, yeah. We just don't know what Morrison will bring to the team.
Yeah, so we'll have to see Friday. I think I know this. Who's our game on Friday?
I had to ask the same question.
The Chiefs. Okay. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh shit.
Thursday.
Damn.
Okay.
And I think the cuts are made by then. Might be wrong, but
53 man.
I think the cuts are rolling in. That's going to be a big debate for us. I mean, how many backup offensive linemen do we keep? Like, is there even one worth keeping at this point? Like, oh my God.
They were awful.
I think they just need to, it's almost one of those where if you're trading someone, like what if we end up trading one of these receivers because we know they're not going to make the roster, man, you should trade for one of those a backup offensive lineman that can play. I see some people say sign Jari Evans again. What are your thoughts on that? He's still a free agent technically.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a good backup, I suppose. Like he wouldn't be in my starting.
Yeah, I think McCray did all right at right guard, but I don't. He's not great, but
he did go. Came in last year when Bulaga went down, and he came in and he played good. It's not his normal position.
Yeah,
he over well. So,
God, we just need Bulaga, Bakhtiar to be healthy, protect Aaron Rodgers, go out there, get the ring.
Corey Linsley as well.
Dude, Ohio State. All right. So we got our running backs. Then now there is some debate. I think if we take the suspension out, I think Aaron Jones would be the starter going in week 1.
Yeah. They shared snaps last year, and they both looked really good. But
He,
I don't know about Tom Montgomery though.
I feel the exact same. Now that we have Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones, who are actual running back, like I'm not trying to take away from Montgomery, but he doesn't look that big. I don't know how big he is, but like Aaron Jones, when you see how athletic he is and how he's pretty big too, and so is Jamal Williams. Like I feel like that's the 1-2 punch. So I feel like Ty Montgomery, unless they want to work into this, make him like an H-back role, kind of like a Paris Campbell, if you will.
Yeah.
Because Ohio State, they love their H-back. I'm just trying to.
They do.
It's like, I don't know. You got to take 3 running backs. I think they'll take him over Mays, and then who's that other? You got the guy from Northern Illinois, the undrafted. I don't think he makes it. And Judd. They could end up taking Judd, but I don't think it's over Montgomery, sadly, because I think they really like him.
I remember Mick McCarthy came out last year and he was saying, he came out saying that he likes Montgomery as a running back and he's not going to change him. He likes him playing there.
Which I'm fine with. I mean, maybe put him if he's not the number 1 or 2 back when Jones comes back. Maybe put him at punt return because he used to do it in college.
Yeah, it's true.
It
he's
should
good
be
at the backfield as well, like for catching to give different option, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think if we do end up, I can't see them cutting Kumerow. I don't want them to. I would so much rather take the Trevor Davis L. But if they hold on to him just because he can punt return, would be slightly salty.
Yeah. Probably. But I don't know. What has Trevor Davis shown in offense that he can stay on the 53-man roster? Like,
yeah, and I don't know. He's been hurt, so it's like I feel like he's been losing ground because of that. But even then, I mean, you got arrested over the summer for the bomb joke. Who the hell does that? My God, I thought he was going to be kicked off the team then, to be honest.
Yeah, so did I.
But yeah, this 53 when this comes out, there's gonna be things that people don't like, and it's gonna be things we do like. It's just gonna be the way it is. I'm telling you right now, if they take like 10 offensive linemen, oh man, it's not gonna be a good look.
But another question is, Hundley and Kaiser.
I don't know. I don't think they can cut one of them. They could make a case to cut Hundley, but again. He has another preseason where he comes out and he looks like, damn man, maybe this guy is good.
He didn't play well though last match against the Raiders.
Yeah, against the Raiders. So maybe that's. I mean, if we only keep Kaiser, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
But
that other quarterback Tim Moore looked pretty good as well.
Yeah, I definitely think he'll be on the practice squad unless some other team picks him up, because that dude's got an arm. He can throw the ball pretty well.
Yeah. In that Steelers match, he looked pretty good.
We also got... I don't know with this. It feels like it's another year where offensive line, like, we're one guy going down away from being an utter joke.
Yeah.
One of our starters goes down, we're out. I mean, you could even... it's a scary thought.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't draft offensive line, to be honest with you.
Like, at all.
No one.
They drafted Cole Madison, but he's had this thing where he hasn't even been to camp yet. So we don't know. We have no idea. I mean, he plays guard, but Gutekunst came out and said they have contact with him. It's a personal thing. I mean, we've already seen rookies retire. I hope he doesn't do that. Like Mike McRae, linebacker from Michigan, went to the Dolphins right before training camp was like really going. He straight up retires. It's like, oh, okay,
crazy. It's weird.
So, kind of our last thing we'll touch on today. Another debate going around. Khalil Mack.
Yes.
There's people that say if we don't get him, we've failed. We're not trying to win. But honestly, I don't know if we need to sell the system to get him, but if we can get him for the right price, we do have 2 first-round picks next year. If we
Yeah.
can get him for the right price and not have to sell both of those and not have to, well, then the debate comes: is Khalil Mack better than 2 first-round picks?
He's pretty good, but I wouldn't put 2 first rounders.
Like, do we really want to sell the Raiders both of those? It's
I don't
so
know, it's hard to say. Like you just don't know.
if Matt came over, he'd definitely take spot of Nick Perry, and
Definitely, yeah.
he'd play that rushing outside linebacker, or I mean, he might take snaps from. It's weird because our 3-4, our 3 guys are big, man. Wilkerson, Kenny Clark, and Mike Daniels are all big dudes, and Khalil Mack he's a little smaller than them, but he fits in that role of the outside linebacker that rushes.
He's quick, very quick off the edge.
So if they can get Khalil Mack for the right price, I'm definitely in.
Yeah,
but I don't think we need to be like, oh, if you don't do it, you failed.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't be mad if we didn't get him, because there's always a chance we'll pick up 2 first rounders next year and get a Khalil Mack in the draft.
Yeah, I mean,
Just don't know.
I mean, as of right now, we'll probably end up needing those picks. I mean, like, who knows if we come out here and have just an amazing year, Super Bowl champs, Aaron Rodgers gets ring number 2, then it'll be like, I don't want to boast Reggie Gilbert too much, but the fact that Reggie Gilbert plays the position Mac does, and if Gilbert's playing this good in the regular season, he's going to become valued almost like a Mac.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's big talk, but
he could be an emergent Khalil Mack. You just never know.
Yeah,
you have to give him a chance. What they're worth,
I remember it was a play during the Steelers game where he explodes, and it was against their starting offensive line, I'm pretty sure, and he just explodes, and it's like not every player has that explosion in them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna make one prediction here. Who is the big cut? Who do you see getting cut from the 53 that sends the fan base into obliteration?
Oh, I don't know. Probably 2 of the rookie wide receivers, like Moore and Scaldez. I could see them definitely cutting them.
I could see it. I think if the Packers keep Trevor Davis over Kumerow, this fan base explodes. I'm with you though, and if they cut St. Brown,
yeah, any of the 2 rookie receivers,
it's
over. He's going to be a star. Like have you seen the documentary on his family?
Oh, dude, they're like almost a Ball family.
Yeah, they're the Ball family of football, for sure.
And like his little brother, that Amon, dude, him and JT Daniels got named the starter of USC yesterday. He's 18 years old.
Jeez.
He oh my god, JT Daniels is going to him and Amon Ross St. Brown. That's going to be something to watch.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance. I'm going to say Valdez-Scantling ends up being the one that gets cut, unfortunately for him, and they keep Trevor Davis for the punt return.
You just see him demand the middle, like he just does Scalding. Like Moore was a 3rd round pick, and then Brown is going to be something, and then Kumerow is obviously,
Brown in the 6th round was such a steal.
Oh my god, yeah! I was actually so happy when we picked him up.
I don't see the worst. We got Devontae Adams on lockdown. We got a number 1, which is something most teams don't even have. To be fair, a lot of teams don't even have a big number 1 like that you can rely on every single time. Yeah. We got our tight ends that can play.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I got a good feeling.
So just the defense again is just what we need. The new scheme might do us good, but just never know.
Very true. All right, guys. So we will be back sometime next week talking about the 53-man roster. We'll kind of be diving into it as a whole. Hopefully everyone's happy about it, and we don't go into we don't cut every single receiver. But yeah, guys, this is episode 1 of Packers Talk, and yeah, take care.
Peace.